This
Yes,
conference will now be recorded.
This is right answer. Matrices should be of same order. Okay. And this is the first condition, same order. And what is same order?
Row and column should be same of both the matrices.
Yes, number of rows and columns in first matrix should be equal to number of rows and columns of second matrix. Okay. So this is matrix A, and here are four. It is 4 by 4 matrix. This is matrix B. This is also 4 by 4. So both are of same order. So you can add these matrices. Okay. And how do you add? You have to add corresponding elements. Okay. So this is corresponding element A00. It will be added with its corresponding element in matrix B00. Okay. This element A22, it will be added to 3, that is B22. Okay. So this is your resultant matrix. Okay. When you can see this, okay, all the elements are added correspondingly. Okay. 8 plus 30, 38, 12 plus 12 here, 24. So okay. So and what is the instruction which you have to write in C program? This is the instruction. This instruction should be written under 2 for loops. Okay. C of ij equal to A of ij plus B of ij. So this is logic for sum of two matrices. Now next is subtraction of two matrices. Okay. And this condition is same for subtraction also. That is, two matrices can be subtracted only if both the matrices are of same order. Okay. And here instead of plus you should subtract them. So it is minus, and again corresponding elements will be subtracted. Okay. So after this, this will be your new resultant matrix. You can see 1 minus 11, minus 10, 5 minus 15, minus 10, 3 minus 5, minus 2, 15 minus 7, 8. So in this way, every element of this matrix has been subtracted from matrix A. And for this, you have to also change this formula, and you have to put a minus sign here instead of plus. Okay, this is for subtraction of two matrices. Okay, have you understood it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after this, this is the next slide, that is multiplication of two matrices. Okay. Two matrices can be, see, this is the condition, two matrices can be multiplied only if number of columns of first matrix are equal to number of rows of second matrix. Okay. Remember this condition. Okay. Number of column of first matrix should be equal to number of rows of second matrix. Okay. For example, if this is your first matrix whose order is m cross n, and this is your second matrix which is of size p cross q, then this multiplication will result a matrix in order of m cross q, and this is possible only if n equal to p. Okay, see, this is n, this is number of column of first matrix, and p, it denotes number of rows of second matrix. So these both matrices can be multiplied only if n equal to p. This is the first condition. Just a second. This is the first condition, and when you multiply these two matrices, you will get a third matrix which will be order of m by q. Okay. For example, if you multiply a 2 by 3 matrix with a 3 by 4 matrix, okay, you can multiply these matrices because here n equal to p, and your resultant matrix will be of size 2 by 4. Okay. So these are the conditions for multiplication of two matrices. Now see, with the help of an example. Suppose this is a matrix A. Okay, this is of order 3 by 3, and this is matrix B. This is also of order 3 by 3. Okay, so when you multiply these matrices, you will get a resultant matrix C. Okay, which is equal to A cross B. Now, how to multiply matrices? You have to multiply first row of matrix A with first column of matrix B to obtain single element C00. Okay, and corresponding elements will be multiplied, and then they will be added. For example, this is A00, it will be multiplied with B00. So 2 into 1, 2, then plus next element 5 into 4, 20. Okay, so total becomes 22. Then 8 into 2, 16. So 22 plus 16, 38.
38.
So so you will get this first element here. In this way, to obtain C01, you have to multiply again this 0th row with first row of matrix B. So 1 will be multiplied with 9, 9, 5 into 1, 5, 9 plus 5, 14, and 2 into 10, 20. So 14 plus 20, 34. So, okay. In this way, every element will be calculated. For example, if you want to calculate 68 here, for this you have to multiply this row, this third row of matrix A with this third column of matrix B. So 3 into 1, 3, 9 into 5, 45, 45 plus 3, 48, and 10 into 2, 20. So 48 plus 20 is equal to 68 here. Okay. So in this way, you need to calculate, and let us see how did you calculate here. For with this example, we will design. We will see how to write a construction. See, this is C00 element, and for this you have multiply A00 with B00. Then you have added A01 with B10, and then A02 will be multiplied with B20. So see here what is the similarity. First of all, you have to start a variable I. For example, to first index of A, you have written a variable I, and then for second column variable, if you have taken a variable J. Okay, so see, I will remain same for all the calculations. See, A0, here also A0, here also A0. So I is not incrementing here. Okay, now see next element. This is increasing now. For example, this is J variable, it should increase by 1 every time. So 0, this time it is becoming 1, this is becoming 2. So you understand one thing, that you have to take variable, row variable will not increase, it will remain 0 for matrix A, and J variable will increase by 1, 0, 1 and 2. Now when you multiply, see this variable now 0, this first now row variable will increase by 1 every time. See 0, here 1, and here it is 2. But column matrix will not increase now. See here 0, this again 0, this again 0. Okay, means whenever you apply the loop, these column index and this row index, okay, you have to take a same variable for these two, because they are increasing in same order. See here, if it was 0, it is also 0, then it is going to be 1, then it is also 1. It is 2, then this is also 2. So you have to take a single common variable for this column index of A matrix and row index of B matrix. Okay, and now see this one, this is 0, this is 0. Okay, so you have to take a common variable for the row matrix of variable A and column matrix of variable B. See, this is 0, this is 0, this is 0 here, and this is also 0. So they will remain as same throughout this calculation. Okay, and for multiply two matrices, you need now nesting of 3 loops. Okay, we will see in this coding, this encoding. Okay, see next element C01 here. This is same as this one. Okay, see here this element 0, this is remaining same 0, 0, 0. Okay, and now see this one, this is increasing here 0, 1, sorry 0, 1 and 2. Okay, and see again here row index 0, 1 and 2. Okay, and this will now remain constant here. Okay, 1, 1, 1. Okay, so these are the calculations of individual element of first 3 elements of first row. Okay, after this you have to put a new line character in coding printf, then you will do the same coding for next 3 elements of this second row, then you do coding for third row. Okay, this is your second row element. Sorry, this is your second row elements. You can take screenshot of this. Okay, and then this is your third row elements. Okay, take the screenshot of this slide also, and try to understand this. Okay, so this is the logic for multiplication of 2 matrices. Now we will understand it in coding. Okay, you will understand it easily when we to coding. Okay. Now let me open the compiler now. Just a second. Okay, can you see this compiler now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just start writing the program. Okay, so for addition, okay, let us take a matrix whose size is 50, maximum size is 50 here, and again column is of size 50. And then two variables are required, I, comma, j, and let's take a variable row underscore a. Okay, to add two matrices, you need actually two matrices. So another matrix b 50 50, same size, is declared here. Now row underscore is a variable for number of rows of matrix A, and then column underscore A, this is variable for number of columns of matrix A. Then row underscore B to store number of rows of matrix B, and then column underscore B. Okay, so this is for storing number of columns of matrix B. These are the elements which you require for adding two matrices. Now we will write, let us put a clear screen function here, then printf enter number of rows matrix A. Okay, and you scan it in variable row underscore A. Okay, so after this, just I will copy it now. And here instead of rows, now we will ask for columns. After this, you will ask for number of entered rows of matrix B. So I will change here, and then you will, sorry, here it should be also column. Okay, it should be row B, and then once again we will ask for columns of matrix B. Okay. And we have to keep it in variable column B. Okay. So till now we have entered number of rows of matrix A and number of columns of matrix A with this statement, and then number of rows of matrix B, and then number of columns of matrix B. Now we will ask the user to enter actual elements. So you will start a loop here now for, let me put a new line character here. Okay, so this will start from for equal to 0, I less than this is for entering elements in matrix A. Enter elements in matrix A. And for this, now you will start loop for I equal to 0. Tell me, what should I write here? Tell me fast.
Row underscore A.
Row underscore, right? This plus. And then second, it should be up to
Column underscore A.
column underscore A, right? And then you write here scanf statement, and row underscore, sorry, A of I, A of I, and J. Okay, so now we'll just copy it and we will do the same for second matrix. This is copied here. Now this we will paste here. Okay, so now you will write here enter elements of matrix
B.
B, and this loop will start from row underscore B, and this should start from column underscore B, and this will also be here. Everything else is same. Also put a new line character here now. New line character here. Okay. Now you have to print elements in form of matrix first of all. So I will copy this. This is already copied. Just okay, and now I have pasted it here. Here you will write elements of matrix A. Okay, this is for just printing the elements in the form of matrix. Okay, so how will you print now? You will change this scanf statement to printf, and you will remove this one. You will also write here st, and then you will insert a new line character here. Okay, and same thing is to be done for.
सर इन्वर्टेड कॉमा बंद नहीं किया सर प्रिंटफ लास्ट में.
ओके ओके, थैंक यू. इस तरह कोई मिस्टेक हो तो आपने देख लेके बता देना है ना, ताकि एरर ना आए, प्रोग्राम जल्दी से हो जाए. ठीक है, तो हम इसको फिर से कॉपी करते हैं. ठीक है, और ये हमारा पेस्ट है ना. हम दूसरी मैट्रिक्स को भी यहाँ पर प्रिंट कर लेंगे मैट्रिक्स की फॉर्म में. सो एलिमेंट्स ऑफ मैट्रिक्स नाउ B. So this will start from B and this will also start for loop B, and this will run for B here also. Okay. So till now you see here you have asked for number of rows and columns of both the matrices. Then you have entered the matrix, both elements of both matrix A and B, and after that you have printed the elements of matrix A and matrix B in the form of a matrix here. Okay. Then now you will start a loop here for coding. Okay. So again I will paste it here now, and here you have to change the statement sum of two matrices is for this okay, you have to declare third matrix also, okay, in which you will store the resultant matrix. So it is declared here C50 by 50 size. Okay. Now in these instruction you will
Sir,
write a statement here.
declaration गलत.
हाँ जी बोलो.
सर C की declaration गलत की है.
Oh sorry, यहाँ पे गलत हो गया ना. C50 okay. Right. Now you will write here, instead of printing you will write here C of ij must be equal to A of ij plus B of I. Okay. Also remove this one. Okay. So with this okay, you also print here. Okay, you have to print here Cij elements. So just copy it. And then here you have to print the elements of matrix C also. Okay, so write this thing also in this loop, and then put here printf new line character. This is the program for sum of two matrices. Okay, the logic is only this one here. Okay, you have printed sum by these instructions only. You have calculated every element of C matrix, and then you have printed every element in this loop also. Okay. This we will put get C statement here, and then main is closed. Okay. So also check for the same order. Okay. So this loop, this calculation should be performed only if they are of same order. So to check same order, what you have to write, if row underscore A equal to row underscore B, logical loop at end, column underscore A must be equal to column underscore B. So if this happens, then you can find sum of the matrices. Otherwise you have to print right here. Otherwise else printf matrices are not same order. Okay, so you can put this if statement also here. Okay, when you have entered number of rows and columns, okay, there is no need to enter the element. So let me insert, let me cut this from here. Okay, now just put this statement here. Why to insert elements if they are not of same order? So I have written it here. Now let us compile it. Okay, this is compiled successfully. There is no error. Now let us run it. Okay, so this is the output. See, enter number of rows of matrix A. So number of rows are 3 and number of columns are 3. Enter number of rows of matrix B, 3, and the number of columns of matrix B is also 3. So enter elements in matrix A. So let me enter 9 elements, 1, 2, 3, 9. Enter elements of matrix B, 4, 9, 8. So these are the matrices and elements of some of two matrices given here. Okay, it should be 10 for every element. Just a second, there is some. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
सॉरी लैपटॉप ऑफ हो गया था, है ना? ठीक है, तो ये समझ आया आपको सम ऑफ टू मैट्रिसेस
Yes, sir.
या नहीं, है ना? ठीक है, देखो इससे पहले कि फिर से कोई प्रॉब्लम आए, ठीक है, मैंने ये प्रोग्राम लिखा है, ठीक है, मैं उसी को जस्ट ओपन करता हूँ। मल्टीप्लिकेशन का भी है उसमें, है ना? ठीक है, और सब्ट्रैक्शन का भी है, ठीक है। जस्ट अ सेकंड, लेट मी ओपन फर्स्ट एंड देन आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट। ओके, प्रोग्राम लिखने में ज्यादा टाइम लगता है ना, पहले से लिखा है, उसी को मैं एक्सप्लेन कर देता हूँ आपको, ठीक है। Okay, can you see this compiler screen now? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the program in which addition, subtraction, as well as multiplication is printed here. Okay, so this is the program, previous one, similar to previous one. Here, three matrices A, B, and C are declared. Okay, three variables I, J, and K are taken here. This is row underscore A, row column underscore A for rows and columns of matrix A, row underscore B, and column underscore B for rows and column of matrix B. Okay, here you have also declared a variable sum. Okay, this sum has been declared here for calculating multiplication. Okay, when you multiply two matrices, then to store the sum of multiplied numbers, you will have taken this variable sum equal to 0. Okay, we will see it in coding. Then there is another variable option here. Okay, this program has been written here with the help of switch statement. Okay, we have written switch statement to ask the user for option. Okay, if he needs to add numbers, then you have to press A. If he needs to multiply, then he needs to press M, and then if he needs to subtract, then for this you have to press S variable, S character. Okay, see, you have seen this code. The number of rows are entered here, number of columns of matrix A, number of rows of matrix B, and number of columns of matrix B are entered. Okay, after this, these are the elements entered. Both matrices elements has been entered. This is matrix A elements. This is matrix B elements. Okay, we have seen this in previous program. Okay. And then these elements has been printed in the form matrix here. This is matrix A is of order %D by %D. Okay, what is this mean? Row by column. Okay, so after this, matrix B is printed here. Okay, see this one. Matrix B is printed. Okay, this is similar to the previous program. Now here a function f plus stdin is used. Okay, I will explain the purpose of this function when we will run it. Just ignore it now. See the statement. Printf, press A for addition, press S for subtraction, and then press M for multiply. Okay, so to apply accurate action, you have to press accordingly the character here. Okay, A, S, or M. Okay, and this variable, this whatever you press will be stored in option variable. Okay, see here, option was declared as a character. Let me go to see here. Okay, character was stored as a sorry, option was stored as a character variable. Okay, now let me come to here. Okay, once again. Okay, just a second. Okay, so this program has been designed with switch statement. Suppose you have entered A, capital A or small a. Okay, so यहाँ पर जो हमने केस लिखे हैं, देखो ये जो केस ए है, स्मॉल ए का एम्प्टी, इसको एम्प्टी रखा हमने. रीजन क्या है इसके पीछे? अगर यहाँ पर कोई भी कोडिंग नहीं है तो मीन्स डायरेक्ट कौन सा केस एग्जीक्यूट होगा उसके बाद? कैपिटल ए वाला. ठीक है, तो अगर आप स्मॉल ए प्रेस करो या कैपिटल ए, दोनों बात सेम होगी. ठीक है, एंड इफ यू प्रेस ए, देन this has been checked for same order. Okay, if row underscore A equal to row underscore B, and if number of columns of matrix A are number of columns of matrix B. Okay, then addition will take place, and we have done the logic for this in previous program. Okay, this is the same logic. C of ij equal to A of ij plus B of ij. Okay, so this is the first case which has been designed. Now after okay, else, okay, if matrices are of not of same order, then you have printed here addition not possible. Okay, then this is break statement. After this, you will come out of case A. Now this is second case designed for subtraction. Okay, case S. Okay, whether you press S in small letter or whether you press S in capital letter, you should print subtraction. Okay, so again order is checked. Okay, so this is same like addition. Row and column should be equal for both matrices. And this is the code for subtraction. Okay, this is also similar except you have put here a minus sign now. Okay, are you getting it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so after this, if matrices are not of same order, then this statement will execute subtraction not possible. Okay, now you have to put a break statement once again here. Now this is the third case which has designed for multiplication. Okay, small m and capital M. And now how to check if they are of they can be multiplied? What was the condition? Column of matrix A should be equal to number of rows of matrix B. Okay, 2 by 3 matrix can be multiplied with 3 by 2 matrix. Okay, so here number of columns should be equal to number of rows of second matrix. Okay, I have discussed this with you in slide. Okay, and if this is true, if this is not true, okay, we have written here not statement. If this is not true, then you will write here multiplication not possible. Else, otherwise you will go to the multiply logic. So now see these instructions carefully. Okay, this is the logic for multiplication. See our outer loop here. It has been run from for I equal to 0 to row underscore A. Okay, how to remember this thing? How to start a loop? See, what will be the size of output matrix, resultant matrix? Tell me. If one matrix is of M cross N and second matrix is P cross Q, what should be the size of resultant matrix?
M cross Q.
M cross Q.
Okay, so first two loop will start for M and Q. Okay, so see here M is denoted by row underscore A. Okay, this is number of rows of matrix A. So first loop will start from M, that is row underscore A here, and then in a loop it will start for Q, and Q is here column underscore B. Okay, so it's easy to remember how to start loop. First loop will start for M and second will start for Q. Here instead of M, this is row underscore A, and instead of Q, this is column underscore B. We have declared variable by these names. Okay. Now see third loop. Here the K variable. This will start for the common dimension. Okay, which was common dimension N and P, because N was equal to P. So which is common dimension here? Column underscore A. This is equal to row underscore B. Okay, you can write here also row underscore B. Instead of this, you can also write here row underscore B, because both are same, है ना? तभी मल्टीप्लाई होंगे मैट्रिसेस जब पहली के कॉलम दूसरी के रो के इक्वल हो. तो अगर आप यहाँ ये भी लिखते हो तब भी चलेगा, है ना? ठीक है, तो अब देखो किस तरह से याद रखना आपने. पहला जो लूप होगा वो कहाँ से स्टार्ट होगा? रोज के लिए, और दूसरा जो लूप होगा किसके लिए स्टार्ट होगा? रिजल्टेंट मैट्रिक्स के नंबर ऑफ कॉलम्स के लिए. तो रो एंड कॉलम इस तरह से आपने रिमेंबर रखने हैं. और जो थर्ड जो है आपका वो कॉमन जो आपका डायमेंशन है उसके लिए रन होगा. उसके बाद देखो आप यहाँ पर आए, सिर्फ सिंगल स्टेटमेंट है ये, है ना, सम इक्वल टू सम प्लस. इसी से आपका इंडिविजुअल एलिमेंट का सभी का सम होगा और इसमें स्टोर होगा. देखो किस तरह से रीड होगा ये. देखो मैंने कहा था आपको जो पहला इंडेक्स है वो चेंज नहीं होना चाहिए जब आप इसको मल्टीप्लाई करोगे. तो सी हियर a of I k. What is I value of I? It is 0. Okay, so it will remain same for entire row. Okay, see here I is 0. So first time this variable 0, and what is k? 0. So a00 will be multiplied with bkj. What is k? 0, and j is also 0 first time. So first of all, first corresponding elements of two matrices will be multiplied. That is a00 will be multiplied with b00. Okay, tell me after this what element should be multiplied? A00 should be multiplied with B00, then
A01
A01 into
B10
1 0
One
B 1 0.
1 0.
Okay, so now see here I will not change because it will remain 0 for all the time. So A0, now K will increase to 1. So A01 will be multiplied with B now 1, and J will remain also 0. See, only the value of K will increase in this loop. Okay, for first row, so for first element. Okay, so J will also not increase. Okay, I will also not increase. For I equal to 0, J equal to 0, this value of K will increase for 0, 1, 2 up to row underscore B. So after this, third multiplication will be with A 0, 2. Okay, because K has been now increased to 2. So A02 will be multiplied with B20. Okay. So sum of all these three multiplication will be stored in some variable, and then you will come out of this inner for loop because you have reached here up to the maximum number row underscore B. If there are 3 by 3 matrices, then K will have reached 2 here. Okay. So now you will not go for further 2 is less than 3 true. So you will come to this statement now. So C of ij. So I was 0 and j was 0 because they have not incremented. Okay. So C00 will be given sum variable. Okay. And sum is what? Multiplication of all corresponding elements here. Okay. So C00 will be given sum, and then you have printed this element, and then again sum is have it initialized to 0. Okay. Because you have to find a new sum. Okay. After this C, you will print a new line character here. Okay. Sorry, not before this. You will go after this curly brace here. Let me highlight it. After this curly brace here, now you will calculate next element C01. Okay. So now you will once again go to this loop, and for this now, what is the value of j? It has increased to 1 here. Okay. Again, value of I will remain 0, and value of j is now 1. So okay. So now it will again run 0, 0 is going to multiply with v 0 and 1. ऐसे होना चाहिए था. देखो नेक्स्ट टाइम मल्टीप्लाई होगा वो किसके बीच में होगा? 0 0 और 0 1 के बीच में. ठीक है. फिर 0 1 मल्टीप्लाई किससे होगा? तो 1 1
0
नहीं 1 1 j की वैल्यू 1 है क्योंकि. ठीक है. उसके बाद 0, उसका 0 2, ये किसके साथ मल्टीप्लाई होगा? 2 1 है ना. ऐसा ही होना चाहिए था. ठीक है.
यस
थोड़ा सा है ना विजुलाइज करो मैट्रिक्स किस तरह से. चलो हम इसकी आउटपुट देखते हैं, तब आपको और क्लियर होगा. ठीक है. तो देखो इस तरह से आपके फर्स्ट रो के एलिमेंट कैलकुलेट होंगे, है ना. थर्ड टाइम फिर से ये जाएगा, j की वैल्यू क्या बनेगी? 2, और फिर से ये सम कैलकुलेट होगा, तो आपके तीनों एलिमेंट प्रिंट हो जाएंगे, C00, C01 एंड C02. ठीक है. उसके बाद आप न्यू लाइन प्रिंट होगी, फिर i की वैल्यू इंक्रीज होगी 1 के लिए. ठीक है. फर्स्ट जब रो कैलकुलेट होगी तो 0 ही रहेगा i, है ना, क्योंकि देखो ये कभी चेंज नहीं होगा, i 0 रहना चाहिए. नेक्स्ट टाइम 1 होगा, तब आपकी जो सेकंड रो है फर्स्ट मैट्रिक्स की, वो मल्टीप्लाई होने शुरू होगी. देखो 1 0, इट विल बी मल्टीप्लाइड विद 0 0. ओके. देन 1 1, इट विल बी मल्टीप्लाइड विद 1 0, इस तरह से, है ना. ठीक है. चलो इसके आउटपुट देखते हैं, तब आपको क्लियर होगा, है ना. फिर भी देखो मैंने आपको बता दिया कैसे रखना आपने. जो पहला लूप है वो रिजल्टेंट मैट्रिक्स की रो के लिए शुरू होगा, सेकंड जो लूप है वो रिजल्टेंट मैट्रिक्स के कॉलम के लिए शुरू होगा, और जो थर्ड फॉर लूप है वो जो कॉमन डायमेंशन है उसके लिए शुरू होगा. ठीक है. और आपको ये इसमें स्टेटमेंट लिखनी है एक सम वाली, है ना. ठीक है. और जैसे सम कैलकुलेट होगा वो सम आपने फर्स्ट सी मैट्रिक्स को स्टोर सी मैट्रिक्स में प्रिंट करना, उसको प्रिंट करते रहना, बाद में सम को 0 करना है हर एक प्रिंट के बाद. ठीक है. तो इसके बाद प्रिंट, और अगर डिफॉल्ट क्या है? इनवैलिड चॉइस, है ना, कि अगर आपने एस भी प्रेस ना किया हो, एम भी, और ना ही ए प्रेस किया हो, देन यू विल प्रिंट इनवैलिड चॉइस. ओके. आफ्टर दिस इज गेट ch. ओके. सो यू विल गेट आउटपुट ऑफ दिस प्रोग्राम. नाउ let us run it. Enter row dimension of matrix A. Suppose it is 2 by 3 matrix, and next matrix is of 3 by 4. Okay. So now enter matrix A elements. So to enter 6 elements here, 1 2 6 elements, and then matrix B, there should be 12 elements, 3 into 4 12. So over here enter 12 elements. Now matrices are printed here. First matrix is of order 2 by 3, and second matrix is order of 3 by 4. Now press M for multiply. Let us check for M multiplication. So I've entered a M, and this is the resultant matrix. Okay. So see the output of this matrix is of size 2 by 4. Here number of rows are 2 and number of columns are 4. Okay, and this is the accurate size. Okay, this would be your output. Okay, now in this program you can also check for subtractions for 2 by 2. We have the 4 elements of each matrix. And now if you want to subtract. Okay, see here I'm pressing capital S. Okay, so this code will again work. Okay? So this is the subtraction of two matrices. Okay, in any case, if order is not same, then it will not print, or if number of columns of first matrix are not equal to number of rows of second matrix, then they will not be multiplied. See this also. Okay, so you have entered here 2 by 2, and next matrix is order 3 by 2. Okay, so these matrices cannot be multiplied. So let me enter elements. Okay, matrices are printed. Now it is asking for the operation. Okay, so let me put multiply option M here. Then see, multiplication is not possible. Okay, because they are not of same order. Sorry, column number of rows and columns are not equal. This program has designed for every case. You can also see for here matrix for addition. So we want to add, okay, then it will say addition not possible. Okay, because they are not of same order. If you want to take screenshot of this program, you can take it now. I'll just move it down now. अगर कोई क्वेश्चन हो किसी का तो ये पूछ सकते हैं ना.
सर मेरे पास सर कंप्यूटर नहीं है सर, क्या करूं? कुछ है ऑप्शन?
मोबाइल पे भी है वैसे तो कंपाइलर.
यस सर, मेरे पास मैं बताता हूँ.
टर्बोसीड्रॉइड हो जाएगा.
मेरे पास भी नहीं है सर कंप्यूटर. टर्बोसीड्रॉइड है सर, टर्बोसीड्रॉइड है, वो काफी अच्छा है.
हाँ, तो आप मोबाइल पे भी ट्राई कर सकते हो.
प्ले स्टोर पे मिल जाएगा वो ऐप?
प्ले स्टोर पे है.
कौन सा?
ठीक है,
टर्बोसीड्रॉइड.
हाँ वो भी चलेगा. ठीक है.
कौन सा वो सीड्रॉइड क्या बोल रहे भाई? कंपाइलर है भाई.
टर्बोसीड्रॉइड.
ठीक है, आप फोन करके पूछ लेना एक दूसरे से, है ना. ठीक है, इसमें देखो एक फंक्शन था f+stdin, है ना. ये यहाँ पर क्यों यूज किया था? देखो क्या होगा जब भी आप कोई कैरेक्टर एंटर करते हो, ठीक है, तो उस केस में जो प्रीवियस वैल्यू है वो किस में स्टोर होगी? आपकी stdin. दिस इज स्टैंडर्ड इनपुट बफर. ठीक है, जैसे कि अगर मैं इसको यहाँ पर हटा दूं तो मुझे ये नहीं चाहिए, यहाँ पर मैंने यहाँ पर हटा दिया है. ठीक है, उस केस में क्या होगा, जो प्रीवियस कोई भी वैल्यू एंटर की है आपने, वो scanf जो कीबोर्ड के थ्रू होगी वो वहां पर एंटर हो चुकी होगी उस बफर में. ठीक है, तो जैसे आप ये पूछेगा ए प्रेस करो या एस या एम, उस केस में इससे पहले जो वैल्यू बफर में पहले से स्टोर होगी उसके अकॉर्डिंगली एक्शन ले लेगा. या तो इनवैलिड चॉइस बता देगा, या बाई चांस गलती से कोई ए होगा तो एडिशन बताएगा. ठीक है, तो हम चाहते हैं कि न्यू वैल्यू स्टोर हो, तो उस केस में आपको ये फंक्शन है जिसकी डेफिनेशन स्टैंडर्ड इनपुट आउटपुट डॉट एच हेडर फाइल में ही स्टोर है, ff+. ये क्या करेगा, stdin जो कीबोर्ड का बफर है, स्टैंडर्ड इनपुट कीबोर्ड का, उसको वहां से फ्लैश आउट कर देगा. तो आप जो न्यू डाटा एंटर करोगे वही एंटर होगा ना. जैसे देखो मैं इसको अभी रन करूं अभी. ठीक है, मैंने इसको कमेंट बना दिया ff+stdin को. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे मैंने एंटर किया. ठीक है, और ठीक है 2 by 2 मैट्रिक्स है दोनों, है ना. ठीक है, देखो इसने खुद ही पहले अपने आप ही क्या बताया, इनवैलिड चॉइस. ठीक है, पूछने से पहले कि एम प्रेस करो या एस. ठीक है, ये रीजन क्या था कि कीबोर्ड में पहले से ही कोई जो भी मैंने की प्रेस की होगी वो पहले से इसने उस बफर में स्टोर करके रखी है. ठीक है, तो उसके अकॉर्डिंगली इसको लगा कि इनवैलिड चॉइस कोई और की प्रेस कर दी इन्होंने ना ए प्रेस किया ना एस या एम. ठीक है, तो इस प्रॉब्लम को दूर करने के लिए जो फंक्शन है सी में वो है ff+. अगर आप ये लिखते हो, ठीक है, तो उस केस में आप जो वैल्यू एंटर करोगे वो ही उसी को ही ये चेक करेगा. ठीक है, देखो अब इसी प्रोग्राम को फिर से रन करता हूँ, उसी सेम कोडिंग सेम नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स के लिए. उस केस में देखो अभी इसने वो वैल्यू पिक नहीं की है ना, क्योंकि हमने उसको फ्लश आउट कर दिया तो जो प्रीवियस वैल्यू थी. ठीक है, तो जो भी यहाँ पे जैसे मल्टीप्लाई करना है तो ये मल्टीप्लाई करेगा, उसकी आउटपुट आप देगा. ठीक है, तो एक तो ये फंक्शन था इसमें जो हमने नया यूज किया था. बाकी स्विच आपको समझ आ गया है ना. स्विच क्या आप ये केस और ए इसका मीनिंग समझ आया सभी को? ये जो आप लिखे हैं दो केस.
यस सर.
यस सर.
ठीक है, तो आपने क्या किया, तीन ही केस डिजाइन किए, तीनों में आपने पहला मल्टी एडिशन के लिए है, दूसरा सब्ट्रैक्शन के लिए और तीसरा मल्टीप्लाई के लिए है ना, कोड तो सेम ही है। ठीक है, तो आई थिंक समझ आ गया होगा सभी को, है ना। एक बार ट्राई करना, फिर अगर कोई डाउट या कोई क्वेरी हो तो आप नेक्स्ट क्लास में पूछ सकते हो। ठीक है, so let me close it. Okay, so bye everyone, take care.
बाय
Bye,
सर।
sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, sir.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, sir.